All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Today is July 27th, 2025. A pretty short list. I'm only gonna really go over the swing trading tickers, but we have here on Coin one of my good old W or double bottom setups for the layman. Pretty straightforward. All we're really looking for is, where is this? It's for this inside bar to break to the upside. Now, if you're adventurous, you can have your stop loss down here, which to me, I would probably make it a little tighter. And then, of course, we're mainly going to be aiming for this area to be hit as our second target. So first target is going to be this center. Generally, if it's a big wick like this, I'll take it off a little earlier. So I'll probably use like this body's high as the first target. And then as soon as this inside bar breaks to the upside, you can basically just get into the trade. One thing to note, as I mentioned with the stop loss, generally the stop loss would be under the bottom right. However, I'll probably either use the bottom left as my stop loss, or we can probably use somewhere around like 388, 387 as a stop loss. If you're more of a tight lot stop loss person, like me in specific trades, I would probably use under the inside bar as my stop. Just keep in mind, it's a swing trade, so I like to give it a little more room. I would probably use anything around like 388, 387 as a stop. First target, of course, going to be the center at 404.59. And then the second target, as I mentioned, as soon as it starts hitting about 418, we can start trimming some more profit. The ultimate goal is for it to hit this high up here. Just keep in mind, this is Coinbase, so it's connected to Bitcoin. So we have to be mindful of what Bitcoin is doing as well. If Bitcoin isn't really doing much or it's heading down, Coinbase is probably going to follow. So always size accordingly. Contracts wise, since it is a swing trade, you can consider, or I would consider using anywhere between $10 to $20 out for the ATR or based on the ATR that we have up here. So if my entry is 395, I'll probably for a swing trade choose any strike price between 404 or 405 to uh, about 415. That'll probably be my max strike price that I choose, but I'll probably do 405 to 410. Those are good choices for me. Again, because this is a swing trade, I'll be using at least 2 weeks minimum. So at least 14 days. I'll probably getting close to 30 days just to have a little more time and theta doesn't eat up too much of the contract. For those who don't trade options, you can consider stocks. You can just buy stock if you want. As I mentioned in the notes in the watch list, if this goes two up, so if it opens up as an inside bar and then breaks above, that's perfectly fine. If it goes two down, so if it gaps down or if it breaks under this inside bar and then it comes back and goes as a three up or mother bar outside bar to the upside, I will also be taking that. So either option here is fine. Next on the list, we have Ford. On the weekly time frame, we have a nice inside bar setup. So I'm not really looking for shorts off this big candle that happened at the end of June. We also have earnings coming up on Wednesday. So if we do break to the upside, I can potentially see us getting a little run up to earnings. My next target would be, or my first target will be this body and then this wick. Just keep in mind, as I mentioned, earnings is going to be on Wednesday after hours. So I will not hold anything through earnings. I'm going to get out win or lose. Doesn't matter to me. Stop loss wise, I probably use either half of this inside bar or just the bottom of it. But in this case, for the risk reward, probably use half of it. Or if this next candle triggers, let's say it opens up here and then it triggers up like this, I would probably use the bottom of that candle as my stop and just keep it simple from there. Strike prices for Ford, they're pretty cheap. I like to do in the money contracts just to collect as much delta as I can. But I wouldn't go more than like half a dollar away in my past experiences. This is a weekly swing, so at least a month out. Other than that, that's pretty much it for just the swing stocks. The regular tickers are just for day trading, really. Let's look at some news this week. So we don't have anything tomorrow, so just keep that in mind. We have jolts at on Tuesday at 10 a.m. So be mindful of that. That's a market mover. What we also have that's going to be big this week is FOMC. So they're going to let us know if they're going to raise rates, if they're going to keep it the same, lower it, so on and so forth. So I will probably expect some potential choppy movement until that decision is made. So any trades that I get in swing trading wise anyway, I'm not going to be using my full size, about 7-10% of my account. Probably use like 3 to 5% of the account just in anticipation of that in case nothing happens. Other than that, we pretty much have red folders every single day. So it'll be a nice volatile week. One thing to know and remember is that Thursday is the last day of the month, which we usually have some shenanigans happen during that time. So expect some um, volatile movement just with, institutions closing positions, opening up position at the end of the month. So something to keep mindful of. We also have non-farm payrolls on Friday, the 1st. So again, just be mindful of all these news events happening this week, size accordingly, and as always, have a trading plan. Do not rush into trades. Really take your time and be patient. There will be more setups if need be. Other than that, if this was helpful or if you guys enjoy these videos, let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe if you aren't a subscriber. I do appreciate every single view, every single comment, and every single like. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys for the next one. Enjoy your day.